Alright, at the time of this video, the Nintendo Switch Online service has not come out yet, so what I'm about to say will most likely be outdated. Well, maybe, I don't know. But I just want to get this out of my chest, like, really badly. So, hey guys, Jacob Belts here, and, and I just want to talk about this real quick, because this is annoying me so much. Now, as we all know, sometime this month, like the second half of this month, September 2018, Nintendo is going to launch their Switch Online service, meaning that you're going to have to pay if you want to do online. Now, there are a lot of theories and possibilities for this thing that I do agree and don't agree. Basically, what you're going to get is you're going to get, obviously, be able to play online. The Nintendo Entertainment System, like service for the Nintendo Switch, save data backup and stuff like that. So that's really nice. I do really like the fact they're doing save data backup. My only concern about it is that it's gonna be is that they did list that only supported games will be using backup, save data backup. Now I know there are a lot of games that do. Now I'm pretty sure what they mean. I'm pretty sure all the first party Nintendo Switch games are gonna be part of that save data backup. But I'm not sure about third party games. I worry that some third party games, especially ones maybe some I don't have, maybe some I do have, they could possibly just they probably couldn't support it, which is not going to be a good thing at all. I understand why, but like legal reasons, but still. And last thing, this is the one I want to talk about. Now, a lot of people, back when this service was first announced, they said that they were going to have NES and SNES games. Now, later on, they did say that it's going to be just NES games. Now, a lot of people are mad that they're only including NES because they want to play their favorite. Yeah. Now, for those who don't know, obviously, basically they're going to have 20 NES games at launch. With more to come in the future, and basically you can play them on your Nintendo Switch. You can stream them on your Nintendo Switch, and it will even let you play with friends online. So you do like online Dr. Mario, like online balloon fight. Now this sounds really cool. Now a lot of people are mad that this aren't even most people are just mad that it's only SNES, it's only NES games and not like SNES, no N64, no GameCube, none of that. And what made it worse is that, of course, Nintendo did confirm that they currently have no plans for the Virtual Console on Nintendo Switch, anyways. So the thing is that, and the cherry on top of all of this is that recently Nintendo's been taking down various NES emulators. A lot of NES emulators, within the past couple of months, have been taken down. So that's kind of a big problem. And yeah, so this is the big problem. I feel like a lot of people are mad that this online, being able to play with online friends and having them on the Switch in general is a bad thing because okay, it's only NES games. Now obviously a lot of people have expressed that the reason why is because they just aren't interested in NES games. I could see that, but the problem is that obviously pretty much most people aren't going to want to play Zelda 1. They're going to want to play Link to the Past or Ocarina of Time or even Wind Waker. I don't know. People don't want to play the original Metroid. People want to play Metroid, like the Super Metroid, or they want to play let me think, what we'll call it. I want to think like Super Metroid or Metroid Fusion or Zero Mission, something like that. And I can see what they're coming from, but the problem is the reason why Nintendo is limiting it currently to Game Boy to NES games is because most NES games either just don't age well or are just like the first in a franchise, and thus the franchise has way better games on other consoles. I can see that. However, the reason why they're doing this just to NES games for the time being is because it's so that they give them more life, because most people don't really care. Again, most people don't really care about Zelda 1. People care about Link to the Past or Ocarina of Time. Most people don't care about, say, again, the Metroid example. That's the thing. So Nintendo wants to give them more life, wants to give these NES games more life, and to actually make them more interesting instead of just being, oh, that old 80s game, and oh, cool, Super Mario Bros., the original Super Mario Bros. I can definitely see why a lot of them don't age, but just having online multiplayer, and just it's basically like official Melee net play, and saying official Melee net play is something I never thought I would ever say ever when talking about Nintendo. Honestly, ever, never ever in my life did I ever say I would have ever gone to say that statement. Sort of like it's kind of like official net play, like that's like official Melee net play. For those who don't know, there's like a mod for Dolphin that lets you like play online Melee emulators, and a lot of people actually do it just for practicing, and it's sort of like that. It's like that magic, but like for a bunch of other games. And also, some people are worried that, oh, but I already have these games on other consoles. So I decided to pull up the statements. This is probably the most important part of this video. Now, currently, when it launches, we're going to get 20 NES games. 20 NES games. So, thing is, of course, obviously, and of course, the Switch Online service, like PSN or Xbox Live, you can pay for different like memberships. So there's I think off the top of my head, there's $7 for 1 month, $12 for 3 months, and $20 for a whole year. So let's say you pay $20 a whole year, because a lot of people are going to do that, honestly. And so you pay that for a whole year. So let's say you don't care about playing online with friends, or you don't care about doing save data backup for some reason. I don't know why you wouldn't care about that. Like, that's a pretty big deal. That means that you would only be going there, only be buying the service for NES games. That basically means that these NES games, now with updated online multiplayer, is now $1 each. And what's even better is that that's going to go lower and lower the more games they add. So, for example, if they go up to 40 NES games, it'll go from each game is technically a dollar, from each game is technically 50 cents. That's actually a really good deal, because even a lot of the cheaper NES games can cost like $30 to $40. Like golf that goes for that. Golf in the NES, that's a really cheap NES game, and that goes like $30 to $40. So I guess for people who just want to experience these retro games for the first time, it's actually not that bad of a deal, and that's on top, that's on top of the online service itself and the save data backup. So and again, they could add, they could keep adding more, and that deal will be even better. Of course, it'll get even better over time. I mean, who knows? Maybe by the end of the Switch's lifespan, it'll be like 100 games. That'd be crazy. Although I will agree with one criticism regarding the Switch Online service. Is that I am a bit disappointed that there aren't really many classic. There's basically all the games are the Nintendo licensed ones. There's no like third parties. So stuff like Mega Man or Contra or like Metal Gear and stuff. Because I'd love to maybe have the Mega Man games that weren't on the NES Classic, or maybe Contra, because for some reason, because the NES Classic had Super Contra instead of Contra, so I'd love to see, this could be a great opportunity, because then I'd love to see games that didn't make the mark in the NES Classic come here, and we already sort of seeing that. So yeah, that's basically it, and yeah, and that's basically it for this video. I wanted to get this out of the way. I apologize in advance for all these delays. I'll probably make an update video soon, and yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.